spared your wretched planet Cybertron, and now its residents shall witness its dismemberment. Rise, my podcast. Serve your new master well. All hail Unicron.
Good evening, dear listeners. It is I, Sir Detolf, hailing from All Hail Unicron. This is episode 75. I'm finally back. I got arrested in Russia yet again, but I sold my soul to Putin, and he didn't want that piece of shit, so he kicked me out of Russia. So yeah, I'm Robert Detolf here with you. I got my two lovable co-hosts. We got Justin T2RX Sexy in the house.
Lovable. That's a new one for me.
And Richard Preorder. Richard Preorder.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
This episode 75. It's entitled Accidentally Fitting. I would like to know where that came from. What does that mean? Where did it fit accidentally, Rich? Were you like, ooh, that was an accident, but you know what, buddy? It fits. So we'll jump. I don't even want to know. Let's just leave it a little.
Oh, you don't want to know?
Mysterious. No, it's a mystery.
Okay.
let the innuendo float. So, did anybody get anything this week? Justin.
I did. So,
Great. Rich.
first... Okay.
What did you get, Justin?
That's fine. No, you go fuck yourself. That's fine.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
All right. So everybody knows that I am obsessed with spaceship games. So much so that I'm like, I need a new computer. So I got that. I got from the G.I. Joe artwork Kickstarter. That was I don't know, last year. Is that about right, Rich? Last year it came out. The delivery came like a month or two ago, I would say.
Yes.
They also had the like Blu-ray digipack thing with like all the interviews with artists and Larry Hama and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I'll pick that up. So that showed up. I haven't checked it out, so I can't tell you if it's good or not. I would suspect, given the quality of the book that they produced, that it's probably really good. I love the old, like, I like that the packaging invokes that crappy G.I. Joe action figure case that existed back in the day. Yeah, I've never had one, but I appreciate the cardboard print of it, let's say. What else did I get? I know I got some other things. I know what I got. So I got two jets, because apparently I like jets, and I got the Iron Factory Leozak. I don't know what his name is, and he's fun. He's the little Legends for Lyle Kaiser. He's great. I love him. He transforms easy. He's fun to flip back and forth. There's a couple little things, but at the Legend scale, like he's good. He looks real good.
Which one is that?
The blue jet that makes the shoulders and head of the combiner.
Wait, is that new?
Yeah, he just came out.
Fucking missed it. God damn it.
Mm-hmm. You missed it.
You don't do the show for 30 months.
You
and
didn't
there you go.
miss
You
it.
missed an Iron Factory.
You didn't miss it. What ends up happening is you have 6 of them pre-ordered somewhere, and you're going to go and pre-order your 7th. And this is exactly how that happens.
Maybe you're right, actually. This is how it happens, because I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the problem is Show Z Store doesn't have a good, like...
Yeah.
Chosen Prime is really easy to see what your pre-orders are, and you can scroll through them.
Yeah.
Show Z is really frustrating.
It really
Anyway,
is.
I'm sorry to step on you.
Well, yeah, and to the point of that Show Z statement, like, I was looking there, like, let me just take a look through, see what's coming. Oh, shit, what is it, the Slag. The Slag is releasing. Okay, why didn't I get an email that payment is due? You know? I'm like, good thing.
Right, I
saw
might
this
have ordered 2 for all I
before they
know. I know
canceled it.
exactly what you're saying. Slag.
Yeah. So he's apparently, pay now. He'll be shipping soon. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Yeah. So I got him, and then I got, of course, which I think is probably a common theme among the podcast. I got Jester, and he's a toy. I will say, I think Fans Toys knows how to make an absolutely beautiful jet that turns into a robot. I think their combiner is a fucking nightmare, with the absolute worst instructions on how to put things together, and things like when you're moving things around, there's kind of it looks like it should clip here, and then you're like, but I'm not seeing the clip where this looks like this is gonna clip in. You know, like there seems like there's a lot of intention, and I don't know if the instructions just don't explain it well, or if it just doesn't clip. You know, like, and he looks fantastic.
What part are you talking about? Which
just
piece
like everything
specifically?
So I felt the arms were easy. Silverbolt folding him into the Power Master for Superion, because that's what he is, essentially. I feel like the arms pegged into the side of the legs, then the nose cone is supposed to go between the legs, but there's nothing that it pegs into. So it just kind of is there with that armature that extends all the way from his shoulders back, just like hard
Which
to
figure
control.
is this?
The Silverbolt. And then with the two legs, it's like just all the wing crap, and the nose cone just have nowhere. Like they don't look like they go anywhere.
That fucking Silverbolt was so unnecessarily difficult to get into the chest cavity, and I had everything where it needed to be, and it turned out I couldn't get the chest piece clicking.
Yep.
And I'm like, do I have to squeeze it? Turns out I had the chest plate on back upside down. Or reverse the wings, and with the wings reversed, it doesn't say left and right, by the way.
Yeah,
you have to remember, do they go down or slope up? I had them sloping up. You can't get the chest. That fucking chest, was such a pain in the dick. It's the kind of situation that thing was like where you're like, okay, it's good enough. It's like the Bobby Skull face. This is good enough to show you, but it's not perfect.
Go. Yeah.
You're like, I just need to get this side in another 1/16 of an inch, and I know it's perfect.
And the weird thing about it is, like, it's like the instructions imply that you take it and you just like slide it in, and I'm like, it can't. It flat out can't. Like, I have to like unclip the head, fold the sides of the thing downwards so I can get it in to kind of fold up, and it doesn't feel like it really wants to go over the shoulder, which is screwing with the arms being pegged into the legs. I'm like, it's just an absolute mess. I don't get why they did that. I'm like, clearly this has to be on me, right? Like, I don't understand how this is supposed to go.
Or how about how he comes in the packaging with his fucking Superion head folded down into the chest?
Right.
And then the instructions, they're just like, so anyway, his head's up.
Right.
And now
there's like never any explanation on any of that stuff.
And you're like, okay, how do I get his head up?
Yeah.
Without snapping it, because I need to know where the fucking joint is. And I can't tell because there's like 3 separate joint things that look like it should, and if I pick one, and if it's the wrong one,
the game over. Yeah.
Because they each take the same force. Snapping force is the same force on the right joint.
You're absolutely not wrong about it. So, yeah, I don't know.
I said, fuck it. I was like, you know what? Break. Fuck it. And I just got lucky and I had the right joint. I was like, oh, there you go, you piece of shit. You know how many times I called that thing a piece of shit while I was trying to do that?
So I was like sitting on the couch while I was transforming him, and like afterwards, I'm like, I am fucking like sweating my ass off, like working muscles that I didn't know I had, like trying to hold the friggin' combiner's body in place while I'm like I got done, and I think I text Rich. I'm like, well, now I need to go take a shower just because I sweat my ass off while I'm trying to work with this damn thing.
What about the limbs? I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna see how far I can get with each of these limbs in combine mode, and fuck the instructions, because at this point we kind of know how limbs are supposed to look. And then you're like, okay, this can't be right. Like on the arms, you're like, is it really just like 2 halves of the jet kind of flopped next to each other? suggestively.
I would say the arms I didn't really have too big of a problem with. I get exactly what you're saying.
But they look like shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think when they're on him, I think they look just fine. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Jester doesn't like line up. Like his cockpit and the tail don't actually line up and clip together.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of sit together at a weird, uneven angle.
I'll have to look again. I didn't notice that, but
these things don't, like, his kibble, right? His combiner kibble just lays there.
Yeah.
They didn't consider, like, with all of their pain in the ass engineering, you would think Fans Toys is the company to say, you know what? We made it even harder. They're like the Emerald Lagasse of engineering difficulty, where they're like, you want to have a perfect combiner? Another notch! And it's like even more difficult.
Yeah, they're like, here's this little thing that flips
result.
out here. Don't forget to put that back in when you're transforming it back, or that's going to be a problem for you.
There's an invisible tab, tight like titanium, that's gorilla glued into a mystery place that you must pull out after 5 useless steps in order to secure this to make it look perfect. They didn't do that.
No.
On any of the combiner kibble. His kibble on the backs of his legs, they just hang there too.
Yeah.
All of it just hangs there.
Yeah, the legs are the worst for me. The arms don't bother me.
Yeah,
everything kind of snaps in place on the arms, but the legs, it's like, I don't know what they were thinking. There's tabs for a lot of the stuff, but it just doesn't tab in. It doesn't fit.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if it's an instruction thing or like an engineering thing, like, because I feel like there's places that should be tabbing in that I'm not seeing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So.
Look at Jester. Please tell me if your cockpit and tail section tab in combine mode, because mine don't. And I'm thinking maybe I missed something. You know, it's not in the instructions. The same thing with Fireflight. I don't think they tab in. Fireflight's the better arm. But the funny thing is this. Jester has a 90-degree elbow bend. Fireflight doesn't.
Well, I'll have to go check.
Fireflight's got 40 degrees.
Yeah, because of these flaps.
I mean, no, he doesn't have a 40 degree. He has like a 80-degree elbow bend.
It's these flaps. He's got these flaps that when I was transforming him, I'm like, where do these go? And they just kind of sit there up on his upper arm. But yeah, you're right.
I'll tell you what, though. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I feel way better about not pre-ordering Devastator from them. I'm just like, nope, I'm good. I have my Devastator. I'm okay without this.
Ugh. He looks beautiful on the shelf.
Yeah,
I mean, he does. It's kind of like having a figure you've always wanted that you've been looking forward to for years.
Yeah,
and you get it.
And part of me wonders how much of this is like that. This legit took way longer than it ever should have to come out. And how much is and
knocked
like
off the Zeta.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean they could have, but like I wonder, you know, I wonder personally, is this like something that they released the figures, realized the combiner mode wasn't gonna work, kind of went back to the drawing board, leaving things kind of in place, and then just kind of made it work with, you know, like the new skeleton and stuff, or like what exactly
Justin
happened?
What about this combine mode, right, compared to Zeta? What about this combine mode says, oh, this is why they took this long to figure out combine mode? What?
Yeah, I have no idea.
There's
honestly.
nothing.
Yeah.
He's
absolutely nothing.
He's more solid, but yeah, it shouldn't have taken this long. And there's no reason to make all these. Well, no, the kibble isn't, but it's at least on the back of the leg. My Zeta, the front, the kibble on the front just flops all over the place. Like the knees that tab in don't stay tabbed in, so they just sit there on his shins.
But that's a build thing, not a design thing. You know,
I
mean,
they could have made better.
There's
tabs.
Nothing about this design that goes, oh, I get it. You really figured this out. It's really crazily engineered. I hate transforming it a la Fans Toys, but every end result is fucking perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't get what took so long for this? It looks beautiful, but
the display stands. They should have just gotten rid of that. It's stupid.
Honestly,
I will never bother with the display stand mode.
Honestly, man,
so many extra parts and engineering and hardware.
True. But they look beautiful displayed on the stands. They really do.
I guess.
But like,
I mean, I can buy flight stands.
Yeah, I mean, I would do that, or like if I really wanted to, like I was telling Rich, like for me personally, I just like drill holes in my ceiling, like and hang them from fishing lines that look like they're flying around my room or something. You know, like you could get away
ceiling
with that.
fan.
So. Yes, right on a ceiling fan, so they're all spinning around at high speeds. So.
Really long fishing wire, so it's like head level.
Mm-hmm.
I'll invite my mother-in-law over to your house.
Okay, sounds good.
What we'll do is I'll bring my Robosen Megatron over, and then he'll attack her from the ground, and then when she jumps up because he shot her in the face with the cannon, and then bonks her with the Morningstar, she stands up. You hit the ceiling fan, and then she gets attacked by the aerial bots.
This is a great.
You gotta
plan.
yell aerial assault. Like
that's you say whenever you're mad, and you punish your kids. You be like, "It's time. You know what's happening now. Into the room with the aerial bots."
Yeah.
2-pound figures spinning
But
at
really,
high speed on a ceiling fan.
The combined mode looks gorgeous. It really does. I think it looks better. It has more life, in my opinion, than the Zeta. It has the presence, but it's like I was saying, it's like getting a figure you've been looking forward to for years and years, and you get it in the mail and you transform it, and you're rushing. You know you should look at the instructions. You know you should watch a video, but you're just like, I gotta try. And then you break something, right? Something falls out. You're like, what the fuck was that? And you look at something broke, like a tab, something minuscule that nobody will ever notice, but you know it's there.
Mm-hmm.
And you put it on your shelf. It looks perfect, but you know it's broken. It's like the same feeling knowing his fucking kibbles all flopped there. It looks beautiful, but I could go up to it and waggle on it if I wanted to. That's what bothers me. Sorry, Justin. I'm just stomping all over your segment.
No, that's what I got, and I figured it was going to be a discussion for all of us, honestly. So, you're not wrong. I think he's beautiful. I'm glad to have him. I am definitely looking forward to getting Menasor and hope that they did him a little bit better. And other than that, I think that I'm good on their combiners. So, yeah.
I gotta say, like, other than Silverbolt, I felt that the other aerial bots were pretty intuitive in transforming. Even at the limb mode, they were pretty intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
for the most part.
But Silverbolt, you're like, how am I supposed to put this into a mushed cube?
Silverbolt absolutely sucked. Everything about him sucks. I think like his shoulder sucks. Like, I just didn't like Silverbolt as a toy, frankly. I think he was the worst of what they did. He looks great in both modes. He's just a piece of shit. So,
what were you saying, Rich?
Oh, I was just saying I didn't even bother with Silverbolt. I'm like, you know what? There's a couple little holes. You can see
you have to. You have to go through the whole experience. That's like somehow being able to go on a really crazy roller coaster, but opting out of the scariest part of it. You have to do the whole experience.
All right, so I can go on this thing, but I don't have to do the first drop. All right.
No. See, to me, it's like going on a really scary roller coaster, but skipping the part you don't need to do. Like, oh, I don't have to wait in line. I can just go straight on. Perfect. I don't need this thing that you can only see from the back. Perfect. I mean, I kind of wish somebody would, and I'm surprised this hasn't happened with DX9 and X-Transbots both releasing their Menasor trailer only separately. That somebody hasn't come up with like an add-on kit that just snaps in place and makes, the missing bots.
Yeah,
fill in the skeleton.
Yeah. It's really, I think, a big fail that obviously Fans Toys has taken this long because they were like base mode or stand mode. Like they're like, that's what the fans want. No, we don't. Not a lot of us don't. A lot of us do, but it's not like I don't think it's the majority. And to take this much time to engineer that shit is bullshit.
I would have rather you just gone ahead and give me like those W platforms that you put in your swoop and stuff. Like, I don't give a shit about a transforming combiner thing. I don't even care that it, like that he had the torso. Like, I hope no one's like Be like, he doesn't like that it has the torso. He's like, no, I don't care about perfect combiner. I think whatever makes the combiner work is perfect combiner, right?
Yep.
But I don't need flight stands out of it. I don't need.
And then Menasor is coming out with that bullshit extra trailer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, see, to me, that's even worse. Like,
right.
Who cares about this extra trailer that makes no sense?
Exactly. Like, I look at that and I'm like, well, why didn't you just release the pieces? Why waste any time engineering?
Just
this
release
stuff
a torso
into a trailer.
Just release a fucking torso.
Like Zeta. Zeta just has a torso.
Just release a fucking torso, period. It doesn't need to turn into anything at all.
Agreed.
At all.
Like,
save the money, save the time.
And people complain so much about Fans Toys prices. How much would this set have been if it was just a torso?
I think
all those extra parts weren't needed.
If you ask me, it would have been the same price.
Really? You think so?
I think so. They would charge you the same amount of money. I think so.
Wow.
I think so.
I think they would have the balls to do it. I just don't think that they would have to do it. Like, I think you could have made it cheaper without the transformation. Are we talking, like, significantly cheaper? No, probably not, right? Like, I don't think that we're talking about saving, $100, $200 on this thing. But, like, I definitely think that you are potentially saving, $50 because you didn't have any of the joints and the materials for joints and all that stuff. So...
Yeah. Well, I don't think they would pass that savings on.
Yeah,
I don't think they'd pass that on to you at all. I don't think they would have passed that on to us at all. They just missed an opportunity for high profit.
Yeah.
And they could have at least given us lower frustration. I'd pay more for less frustration and a prettier figure.
Yeah.
That's what's frustrating to me. It's like having a salesman giving you a pitch and it's just their fucking pitch.
Mm-hmm.
And you both know it. And you have to sit there listening to it anyway. And you're like, listen, just get to the fucking it's just the same idea. It's like, just give me what I need. Shut the fuck up. Look, I know I'm getting fucked here. Just do it. Can I just have what I want, though? You not even give me what I want.
Yeah. Yeah, I my gripe definitely with Menasor is that extra trailer. Like, I think it looks stupid. I don't remember what it looks like now, but I feel like when I looked at the picture, I was like, it doesn't even look like a proper trailer.
It's not. It's way long.
It's a train, dude.
Yeah. And, like, doesn't have, like, pieces sticking out on one side or something like that.
I think his feet stick out the back.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. And, like, so, like, it's not even... You didn't even do a good job at it. Right. And I'm supposed to like it? Like, no. You're wasting effort doing that. So...
Here's the thing I look at.
The fucking noisy nerds. They're listening to the noisy nerds. Give me a transforming base.
I think that's terrible.
What were you saying, Rich?
I was going to say, when you look at something like Menasor and you say, okay, I'm either going to have him in one of three modes, car mode or the set in one of three modes, car mode, robot mode, or Menasor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if he's in robot mode, what are you going to do with that extra trailer?
Useless piece of material that has to be discarded, just as if it was his torso that came as a doll. Useless piece of material that you can't use on your shelf.
Exactly. And if you were going to put him in car mode, would you display Motormaster with two trailers? I wouldn't.
Nope.
You'd keep it in the box. Just like you do if he came with just a torso.
Exactly. So the only way you're going to, in my opinion, the only version of that display that you're going to use that extra trailer in is the Menasor mode. So now we're back to what you just said. A torso that you're going to keep in the box unless you're displaying it as Menasor.
Or I'm not sure if it turns into a base or display stands.
It doesn't turn into stands. It might turn into a base.
Fuck that shit. That's stupid. Yeah.
All I can say is that X Transbots trailer, I have the G2. I know I've said this before on the show, that it's a piece of shit Menasor. It has no ratchets in the knees. It's a single screw, a tiny screw for the knee joints. It can't even hold its own weight up when you hold it up with no bots on it, like nobody attached. The skeleton can't hold its own weight up. And that thing has a base mode, and it is infinitely more complex than it needs to be to get to base mode. It's so stupid.
Yep, and we're going to have another version of that. They're punching down. They really are. It's so dumb. Anyway, what else did you get, Justin?
That's it. That's all I got. What'd you get, Rich?
Well, thank you for asking. I have picked up the turtle van. It was a kind of an impulse buy at Walmart. I was looking around and they had one. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna grab this. And he's cool. Party Wallop, is that his name? Party something? Wallop something?
Yeah.
He's pretty cool. Metalhead is what he should have been, yes. And I also picked up the Transart Black Arachnia, which they reissued, thankfully, because I missed her the first time.
Did you get the Bingo Toys one?
No, I did not.
Rich.
You think she's
like,
better than the Transart?
She's the best Black Arachnia ever made. She's beautiful. The Bingo Toys figures are fucking gorgeous.
I have not got her at this point. I feel like I need to get her because she is good looking.
You still have the oh my god, the one. What company did? Remember the original third party Black Arachnia? Do you still have that one?
Oh,
the motorcycle.
She turned into a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Perfect effect. Yeah.
Perfect effect.
Yeah, perfect effect.
That motorcycle is worth insane amounts of money. So
she is. She's worth a lot.
I'm like, damn, I sold her for cost like years ago. Like, I could have sold her for like a mortgage payment on my house.
Yeah, she went way up.
Oh, well.
What else did you get, Rich?
That's actually it. I got Fans Toys Jester. I think I said that last time, but I hadn't opened him, but I have now. I will add one more thing to it. I was going through the transformation with my buddy Ryan, listener of the show, and he had his scale handy, and he's like, let's weigh Jester, and he weighed Jester, and then he busted out the other limbs because we were going to combine them while we were chatting on the phone, and what we found that was interesting was all of the 4 limbs, 3 of them are fairly close in weight, like 1 ounce off maybe. But the right arm, Fireflight, I think, he's like 4 or 4.5 ounces lighter. Like, and when you hold him and you hold Slingshot, Jester, when you hold those two, you can tell that the right arm of Superion weighs a little less. But then when you take his gun and you weigh his gun's like just under 4 ounces. So they actually purposely set it up so that when you snap his gun onto the arm or have him holding it in his hand, that arm now weighs pretty much the same as the other arm.
That's interesting.
That's smart. That's really smart. When you start putting Superion in some dynamic poses and now he's evenly balanced if you have his gun, especially if you plug his gun into his upper arm like he had it in the show instead of holding it like a gun, so that weight is all more centered on the arm. So that's pretty smart.
Yeah,
but,
it's pretty smart.
Yeah, I appreciate little things like that. But yeah, that's
what she said.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Robert, what did you get these past several weeks?
Thank you for inquiring. Let's see. I got Jester, obviously. We talked about that and the experience. I got the new Waterhead Baby Prime. I can't tell what company makes it. I don't know if it's Magic Square. I can't tell.
Yeah, I think it's
there
Magic
were two.
Square.
It doesn't say Magic Square
made
on the
the
box.
other one. I think the one you got is called like Steel Commander. Let me see who makes
I
that
think
one.
so. You can't tell on the box. It's like the box is just art, and it's like shadow art, and he's a little fella, cute. You know, the transformation once you figure it out is pretty easy, but you know, not simple. But it definitely is one of those figures that after you transform it, your fingertips hurt. And like getting him, like you're like, fucking arms. Why can't I transform your arms? You know, it's like annoying once you figure it out. You're like, oh, okay. You know, but you know, once he's fully transformed in each mode, it's pretty nice. Good little figure. I sent it off to Bubby to take a look at. I know I got other stuff in, and I'm just shooting blanks right now. I went on the carnivore diet last week, and either of you guys ever try that one?
I have not, but I've seen a bunch on it.
It's where you only eat meat. Only meat. Like there's different levels. Like the lion diet is only red meat and salt and water. And then the next level down is like any animal, you know, and the next level down is any animal and any fish. The next level down is like any animal, any fish, eggs and butter. So I was like, any animal, eggs and butter. And after 5 days, I was feeling amazing. And my biggest problem is my appetite, you know, and my appetite was dead just because like you eat until your sense of hunger changes. Instead of being hungry, it's about taste. You're like, oh, this tastes wonderful. And as you eat it, it slowly stops tasting good. And that's when you know you're full because you just can't eat anymore because it doesn't taste good anymore. It was so weird. 5 days. And then I had a flare up because of it. So I had to quit. I had to quit yesterday. I was like, fuck, Lisa, my tummy is hurting over here. I'm starting to have a flare up. Shut up, don't you? It's because you're eating this fucking meat. That's so stupid. You know you got a problem with your colon. What the fuck?
You're real close to that puppet from Mr. Rogers' World.
I'm like, shut up. Just
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Just give me, Lady Elaine.
Lady Elaine, that's her name. I couldn't think of it.
Just give me some Manuka honey and Greek yogurt, please. Prune juice. I need fucking prune juice. So it sucked. That's because it's just like, damn, it's such a good diet otherwise. But what else? A whole bunch. I got a new shed. I blew through a ton of cash recently. Really fucking annoying. But yeah, I think that's. I got my shipment notification for the Robosen Megatron. I am so psyched. Any day now, this fucker's coming. I can't wait. I can't wait to just anyone I'm showing him to. I'm gonna have Megatron bonk him on the head with his Morning Star. It probably really hurts, but I can't help myself. It's gotta happen. Because he can swing that fucking thing. Like, as one of the first reviews I saw, the guy got fucking slammed over the head with the Morning Star because he didn't realize that Megatron swings that thing, and it's designed to fucking swing right without hitting himself. That's gonna be exciting. But yeah, nobody got in the Magic Square Brawl yet, huh? Do you guys have it on pre-order?
No, not currently.
You know what? I haven't. I was going back and forth on it. The reason I didn't is every picture I've seen so far. I mean, I haven't watched the reviews of people getting him in hand yet, but all the pictures they show of him, he comes with the gray or the silver foot for Bruticus.
That's the toy version, right? You know they're coming out with the next version. You know it.
But here's the weird thing: like, it's listed as cartoon version though, and when you look at the like aesthetics of him, he looks toon accurate, but he comes with the wrong foot, and I'm like, okay, like you said though, it's Magic Square, so we're gonna get like 4 versions. So
no, you're just gonna get one more, I think, because they did that with their Prime. You're gonna get the next painted version, but
they went crazy with Prime though.
Mm-hmm.
There's a purple Prime and a white Prime and a yeah. There's so many Primes.
They had the audacity to make like the white Prime with the like the Ghostbuster color scheme, but there's no Proton pack or.
So now is this gonna be is this going to be fucked up and they're going to release like a toy quote unquote version that has the Toon foot? I mean,
I don't know. And that's the part that I'm like, all right, I'm going to wait on this and see what happens. Cause even with their Legends, they released at least 3 versions. They released a toy, a cartoon, and then they released that special boxed version one that they were calling it. They had a C on it. I think everybody thought it was cartoon, but it's comic. Maybe it's,
cunt.
I don't know. Yes.
Cunt. I can't wait for that thing to come in though.
It looks fantastic.
It seems like Magic Square is saying we're gonna keep dipping our toe into Masterpiece, and New Age is like, we got Chug, you know, and that's cool.
Apparently,
I'd rather see that.
Yeah.
Apparently, they got what?
I was gonna say that apparently that's their decision, so I'm cool with it. I don't have to buy it, so I'm even happier about that.
All right, let's go into some notes. Movie and show news. New animated series coming has a name. Cyberworld.
I still think that this is a like a web series thing. It just screams web series by the name.
Looks like it's all green. This does not look the visual doesn't look transformery at all.
Nah, it'll probably be like a web series, some kind of like crappy micro transaction riddled game on, you know,
Well, it says
iPhone.
trademark description: toy action figures, toy vehicles, and toy robots convertible into other visual toy forms, board games, equipment sold as unit for playing board games, dice games, playing cards and card games, equipment sold as a unit for playing card games, parlor games, tabletop games, children's multiple activity toys sold as a unit with printed books, jigsaw puzzles, and manipulative puzzles. All right, that's garbage. Oh, cyber shit. Cyber Shiza. Okay, that's a good one. Go Hasbro. Okay, third party. Fang of Botis, you say? Deathcobra, I say.
Looks good. I'm very excited about it.
This is coming to us via Iron Factory Weibo. We have images of the color prototype of the new IF-EX71 Fang of Botis. Legend scale Deathcobra. This figure is a new version of Transformers Victory Deathcobra for the competitive Legends scale market, and our very first mass-produced Deathcobra figure. Deathcobra was originally a cartoon-only character in the Transformers Victory anime, where he was killed shortly after he appeared. He was also supposed to be another member of the Breast Force and part of the Lyokaiser Combiner. He ultimately became a member of the Balls Force. This is a new mold which transforms into a helicopter, as seen in the cartoon, and comes with interchangeable balls, chest animal cobra breast partner, able to transform into chest and weapon, and spear. We also have a look at the combiner mode. Deathcobra forms Lyokaiser's left arm. So this was like the temporary replacement for one of Lyokaiser's characters, right?
No, I think he was actually the original left arm. And then
he looks cool.
Hellbat? Is Hellbat the other left arm? The blue and white? Yeah.
Dude,
I think Hellbat took him out in the cartoon. He's only in the cartoon very briefly. He never got a G1 toy either. But yeah, he looks cool. It looks really
I think he looks really good in our mode too. Like I really like how the blades form like some just like point of interest on the shoulder, you know?
Wow.
And as Oscar pointed out in our chat, he has very Serpentor, G.I. Joe Serpentor.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Vibes. I think we're legally allowed to say now what happened to Oscar, right? That he is one of the two people stuck on the space station. And that's why he hasn't been on the show.
Yeah.
He smoked so much weed. He floated up past the clouds. And he was like, oh, man, I'm in the clouds. I'm down in the stratosphere, bro. And they opened the door and he floated up into the space station.
And now he's
stuck. Fuck you, Elon Musk. I'm never flying JetBlue again, bro. Fucking Boeing weed.
Yeah, this is all true story too.
100%.
They had to administer a colonoscopy up there. I mean, Jesus. All right. Robert's favorite company that isn't called Robosen brings us a full-color scrapper prototype. Hang Toys.
No.
No, Dreamstar.
It's your Superion company.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't think I'm ever combining that thing. I don't think so. I don't know.
Superion? You should totally do it.
I don't think he's finished. I think I might have him complete. I don't even know. Like he's just like a ghost in my attic, but he's not in my attic. I don't even know where the pieces are. I'm so scared of that thing. This is the new stylized design of the Constructicons and Devastator based on their look and configuration of the first run of the IDW comics, which includes Prowls, part of the combination.
I suppose if Generation Toys was my Devastator, I might be like, yeah, it's time to update to this one. You know, like I think they look cool. I think the robot looks cool. I think the front end loader looks cool enough. But Dreamstar, you know?
Yeah, man, they have no credit. Their credit's shot.
Yeah, I mean, I like the look of the.
You come on down to Matthew Baldwin's used cars. No credit, no problem. Shout out to Matt, who might come on the show sometime. We'll see.
Happy birthday to Matt. Happy anniversary to Matt.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, happy anniversary.
Best birthday gift he got. So.
I'll tell you what, the Scrappers hubcaps look really cool.
I like
they don't
the
look like just plastic plugs.
Yeah.
Like baby pool plugs.
They really could have put some kind of like lug nut detailing or something in there to like really sell it. I feel like yeah. I also don't really know if I care for the red cab cockpit thing. that he's got going on. I mean, it's fine. It's not the end of the world, but
I hate the color. I hate that green. I don't know why. It just does not look.
It doesn't scream Devastator. The green
It screams Hound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it screams like movie, like live action Hound.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
very
This
like
green...
military looking green versus that like obnoxious in your face Constructicon green.
Problem with this is, this scrapper might be like the catfish. Dreamstar catfishes. This is probably a great figure. The next one's going to be almost as good. The third one is going to be so bad it can't transform and breaks. That's what's going to happen. That's their MO.
They get them all done because this one has, I think, 8 figures. And they said, okay, what's the best figure? What's the shittiest figure? And we're going to release them in that order. Best to shittiest.
No. The shittiest is going to be second to last. And then the last one's going to be good.
Yeah, because you're just like, well, that was garbage, but I'm in this for.
I bought 7 of them. Might as well get the last good one. Can't combine them because the 7th one's shit. But it's going to be long haul. Long haul's the piece of shit that breaks or you can't transform. You got to turn them into mush, and you're not going to be able to turn them into mush.
Long haul is definitely the piece of shit that unites all the Constructicons. So
yeah,
it's either long haul or who's the top of the chest?
Hook.
Is it Hook? Hook.
Yeah, Hook.
But I think it's gonna be long haul's the problem.
I think
this looks good, but the problem here is, you got Fans Toys is coming out with one. You've got, MMC's coming out with one.
But at least these guys are going. These guys are at least kind of going for a different look. They're going for that initial IDW look, which there's still a lot of IDW fans, and it's best not to try and fight Fans Toys, MMC, and X Transbots all at once, too.
God forbid they did Abominus. Oh my God! If any company is qualified to do Abominus or the Seacons, it's Dreamstar, because they could just make something fucked up looking. Take your liberties. Kang Toys can do that too. I feel like they're related to Kang Toys. They seems like the redhead stepchild.
I think they have
Kang
to be.
Toys.
They very much, yeah.
Something about them is Kang Toysy. It's just the redheaded stepchild. Someone who got fired from Kang Toys started their own company, and it's this company. But why would you do Devastator? Who in their right mind is like, listen, we got a designer, I got a factory. All I need is money. Okay, we got the money. What's our first figure? Let's do fucking Superion and Devastator. No one else has. Like, why?
Yeah,
you don't think you could do Abominus?
I mean, nobody's done an IDW Devastator though, so at least they have that going for them.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a big IDW fan base, so.
All right.
I mean, I feel like, I hear what you're saying, Robert. I don't know what you would choose necessarily. Like Abominus, I could see that. Computron has his fans.
Listen,
I'm not his fan, but
if Dream started Computron, I think the fucking CERN collider would open up a universe, like destroy a universe. Like it would be so difficult to transform.
Yeah,
they would make their Computron. It would have to come with like fucking anal lube just for you. Like it would be horrible.
Stick it directly up your ass.
They would just be like, listen, just shove this all up your ass. We made you a Computron, and it's horrible. It looks great, but you'll never see it in real life. It's horrible. Just shove this up your ass.
We subscribe to the Keith way of thinking. Best by default. So,
but you only found out about the tube of anal lube in the 5th figure. Happy birthday. Shove this up your ass.
I mean, you're still fine if you're going over to P. Diddy's house, right? You guys see all that? He got arrested, and they found cases, quote-unquote cases, and cases of personal lube. And cases of baby oil. 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube. Amazing.
I can send you the indictment if you want.
My man he's got lots of babies to take care of. Okay.
Oh boy! All right, let's move it along. Fans Hobby Energon Wing Saber prototype. I know you geeks are gonna be happy about this.
I don't give a shit about
Fans
this.
Hobby. I love Fans Hobby. I don't care that their thick plastic crumbles in 5 years. I love it now.
Yeah, I mean, that's not really a wrong assessment of Fans Hobby, right? Because most definitely, having sold a couple things of theirs, yeah, they definitely don't hold up. So
I had their I still have it, but I had the the Nemesis Prime. But what's his name? Oh, fuck is his name? Scourge. It's Scourge, and he's beautiful.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, Snowflake. Tyler L had come and visited me once in Brooklyn, and he saw it. He was playing with it. I think he was in my office before I got there. And he's at my desk playing with my Scourge. I never had it for the longest time. I think I was going to ship it to Oscar. And then I was like, let me transform it.
Mhm.
And I just picked it up and moved it apart, and it just like snapped like a wet piece of graham cracker.
yeah,
Like I couldn't believe how the plastic degraded. It had a half-life.
yeah,
I don't know what the fuck's in their plastic.
The Fans Hobby Power Master Prime, like that thing can't even hold its own weight without the God Bomber stuff attached. And like the God Bomber stuff attached, like good fucking luck. And like Fans Hobby's like, well, you know, if you get the version 2, it's got better ratchets. So I'm like, then fucking send the parts to the people who bought version 1 like 3 years ago. Like, come on, man.
Oh no, stupid.
That's too much of an ask, I guess. So.
Fortunately, I haven't had that problem yet with my Fans Toy stuff or Fans Hobby stuff. But
you know what's stupid about Scourge too?
Keep an eye.
Like ridiculously stupid. So the Gunfighter, which is the G2 Prime, has the chest cavity open up, matrix inside, etc. Scourge does not. And
right.
If you happen to pull out your Scourge and forget about that, you're like, I just want to open this up and make sure I have the matrix in here before I consider selling it or whatever. Then you're gonna snap the fucking windows off because you totally forgot that his don't open for who knows what reason.
I wouldn't call it a snap.
Yeah,
Wet cardboard doesn't snap.
Mine definitely snapped. So
Like size with a crease.
yeah, I was real disappointed about that. I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch! I can't believe that. So
You broke yours too.
I did because I totally forgot that for whatever reason there's an Optimus Prime mold with a chest cavity that they're just like, no, we're not gonna open this one. Idiot.
That plastic has like a sound effect built in chemically.
And
when you break it, it goes like,
And the best part is after you do snap it and break it, you're like, oh, look, there's the rim for the Matrix. It would have fit perfectly. But for some reason, they're just like, no, we're not going to do that. Sorry.
Oh, boy. All right, so this is Energon Wing Saber. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys
hey, if
happy?
you like Energon, I hope you're happy. You got
it looks
Wing
good.
Saber,
It looks the part. But
yeah.
Not for
me
you.
No.
Really? I'm shocked.
I will say, if I ever see
the
the Energon Prime for like a decent price, the Fans Hobby one, I'll pick it up. But like, it was so expensive on release, and then they're like, and then you can buy these extra trays. I'm like, you can go fuck yourself with that. But you can take that and insert that directly up ass. But yeah, like, you know, I was like, no, not for me. And like, I definitely wouldn't buy all these little attachments. I think Jetfire looks stupid. Oh, that was for the Armada Prime, I forgot. Whatever, they all look stupid. So
You know, we were talking about that Iron Factory Blue Jet thing. That's the torso and head. I think I did order that. I think it did come in. I just had it in a tote.
there you go.
Fuck, but I already ordered
sent
a
you
new
a
one
link.
as we were speaking.
I
sent you a
told you,
link, so-
Robert orders in duplicates. So
That is our segue into the next segment, though. New figure, new repaints, new Age Snarl. Who needs new repaints? All you need is to be a customer of Show Z and see things releasing, and you don't really have the time or energy to bother to scroll through a confusing list of pre-orders and orders to figure out if you ordered it already. So you just click order because you can't remember ordering it, and then two show up. From Jenny in Ohio. And you know it shows E because it comes wrapped in plastic, and under the plastic is a box, but you can't open the box because each corner has titanium plastic,
I'm like,
which
why
are
don't
taped
you
down.
use those corners and then wrap my item inside with bubble wrap?
Then you open the box, and it's just a box with like Fans Hobby level bubble wrap on it.
This is
What were
true.
you saying, Rich?
I don't know.
All right, too late. New Age Snarl repaint. Shocker. Look at this. For all you Matthew Baldwins out there.
Yeah, you knew you were gonna get all these. So you got clear, you got shattered glass, you've got G2, which looks freaking stunning in my opinion. It makes me feel like I should have got the G2, but whatever. We're not gonna do that now. It's too late. Stop looking at it.
G2
I'm doing the
clear.
G2s.
Yeah.
G2 stunning and clear.
And then they also have the EX version, which we all knew was coming, but that's not on this link. So
now I'm just getting 2 of the originals. Yay!
You need a personal shopper. That's what you need. So you don't double order, triple order things.
New scale, new era, new age Megatron. Now, this piggybacks on what we originally thought. We thought New Age was releasing a little gun that fit into the Prime's hand. And it turns out, it's a chug scale G1 Megatron that doesn't scale with the new Optimus, not with the SS86, right? It scales with the with tire butt, right?
Yeah, Earthrise.
Earthrise. It scales with tire butt. So, they got kind of burned there. They got to understand if they're going to try to scale with Hasbro, you're committing, and Hasbro's going to arbitrarily change the scale on you. They're going to do it every 6 months. But this thing, as a chug, is fucking gorgeous.
Yep.
Yeah, it
amazing.
is.
This looks better than the MP, if you ask me.
I agree with that.
I wouldn't go that far, personally, but it does look great.
What about this doesn't look as good?
The forearms.
What about the forearms? A little messy?
Yeah, a little panely. I mean, he looks great. I see what you're saying,
the panels. Okay, no, I give that to you. He's got panels and pegs. He's got little pegs sticking around him like
he
tumors.
does look fantastic.
He's like an old dog with lumps on him. I see. That is a little weird. Now that you pointed it out to me, it's annoying me because he's got like this clean chest and torso with nice details, and then they're like panel. But he's still pretty. Look at that pretty face.
Certainly looks better than Hegemon.
Yes, Hegemon was a great figure.
It absolutely was. And I don't say that to be like mocking of Hegemon. Hegemon was a fantastic figure for its time. But this is amazing looking. So
that red button. Is that a spring-loaded missile shooter, do you think?
Could be. But I mean, Megatron has that little detail, right?
What were you going to say, Rich?
I was going to say, the other thing that kind of bugs me, and this is a general thing about Megatron that a lot, including Hasbro, get wrong.
Is no crotch.
Wrong in sort of a sense. The cannon doesn't sit on the side of his arm in the cartoon. It sits on top of his forearm.
This is the top. No, this is on the top.
No, it's not the top. It's the side.
Oh, they turned his arm sideways in the photo.
Yes.
What scummers.
And it's a minor detail.
Scummers.
It's a minor detail, and on a chug figure, it's fine. It doesn't bother me, but I like my cartoon aesthetic, so that's another reason why I like the MP. I think it's 36, the Megatron.
I want someone to do a Megatron that has a trigger dick. I want a fucking G1 toy trigger dick. I want the whole thing to look toon accurate, but he's got a big trigger dick. Come on. Don't you want that?
And 2 little balls.
What are things I didn't know I wanted? So,
but he has no crotch though, isn't it weird? He's just smooth. He has no bump down. There's no pee-pee.
Yeah, I feel like that's.
And he has flaps.
How they tend to do him for whatever reason. I don't know.
He's got mud flaps with no crotch.
He's wearing a little short skirt. All right, leave him alone.
You know the best part about this? Hardly any waffles. Suck it, Hasbro.
Oh my God!
Lots of panels.
How much is this thing going to be?
I doubt that this is in our news, but I know it's been going all over, like, really Hasbro, and it's like there's an Optimus Prime, and you turn it over, and, like, legitimately you could pour, like, pour, like, some, like gummy worm mix in there and make, like, a gummy Optimus Prime with how hollow he is.
He's a mold.
Yeah.
It really is a mold.
Somebody said, where's the other half of this pretender shell?
You can just like make Optimus cookies with him.
It's that one we were laughing about in our group chat.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell was that?
That thing is gonna get knocked off really easy.
Mm-hmm. It's already been knocked off by Hasbro themselves, apparently. So.
Okay, why bother? I don't think anybody is buying it anyway. Toys, RisingForce Toys for short, shows off their full Legends Menasor. People are really in on this, which is funny. It's like a counterculture.
Really?
Why am I getting a login prompt?
Yeah, I've
it's like
actually
a
seen the people who are
thing.
there. Yeah, they're like that. Like, well, I can't buy Magic Square or New Age. I'm into the art.
Afford it.
The company that wasn't this like a mom and pop, literally like two people?
It was originally MP.
And it was originally MP, and they're like, oh, well, there's too many MPs. Let's do Legend. And then Magic Square's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Did RisingForce do the Megatron you bought, Justin, or is that a different company?
No, that's Bold Forms, I think, isn't it? Is that who we're talking
Right.
Oh, yeah,
right.
Bold Forms.
This reminds me of Bold Forms. I feel like they are Bold Forms.
Yeah, Bold
I feel
Forms.
What was the other one? Was it Lone Wolf?
Lone Wolf, yeah, which plugged into it was like G1 to a fault. Motor Master Alt Mode, which plugged into the Combiner Wars. Is that it? Or... No, it was pre-Combiner Wars, I think. Was it? What was that Menasor that had like that really terrible Optimus Prime mold? You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Was that Combiner Wars? I don't know.
Battle Primes? C-Dub? C-Dub. So yeah, I mean, this is like its own. This is its own echelon. You've got Bold Forms. You've got, what was the other one?
Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf, and you've got RisingForce. They're each competing with each other.
Oh no, Lone Wolf was one of Bold Forms' releases. So.
Okay, so it's just RisingForce and Bold Forms.
Wow, Bold Forms managed to get 2 out.
Mm-hmm.
Impressed.
Mm-hmm.
They went bankrupt.
They could also potentially be in what the hell's their name? They did Jazz.
Dreamstar.
They did the Cybertron Optimus Prime just recently. What the hell's that company's name? I can't think of it. It's escaping me.
Who'd they do recently? Sorry.
The Cybertron Optimus Prime.
Oh, Star something.
No, it's not
or his
Star.
name was Star something.
Yeah.
Star Commander was his name?
Yeah, I think so. The one that they're Jazz, like I don't think their Jazz is necessarily a great figure, but I was surprised. Transform and roll out. That's the name, yeah.
Transform and roll out.
Yeah.
Right.
And their Jazz, like I'm like,
and throw out.
It would no, absolutely not, because their Jazz is absolutely the best version of the Porsche released.
Hava, was that his name? Something like that.
Hava.
Yeah, something like that.
Hava.
Actually, I think it was I think I don't know.
Hava and roll out.
Hava and throw out.
Yep.
If you hover over the garbage, you can transform and throw out. And
hey, he was absolutely the best Porsche of all of them created. So.
Wait a second. How much do you think this RisingForce? Let's go with Motor Master since that's what I have up. Well, let's go with any of the limbs. How much do you think these guys cost?
$12.
The limbs,
like $30,
$12.50
are 25 and 26, but Motor Master's $100.
Oh, fuck out of here!
That's totally worth it.
That's on Show Z.
RisingForce collectors can't afford that. You know how many Optimus Prime gummies they're gonna have to sell in school to get the money to afford that?
What this is actually so this is not teasing the new release. It's that they can't afford the set anymore, so they've just they're carving it out of soap because that's the only way they're going to be able to complete their combiner, because they couldn't afford Motor Master.
Ma, I need you to lend me $20 for more gelatin. We gotta save up money for the RisingForce Motor Master. We got Optimus Prime jellies to make. We'll sell them in the playground. bring the stroller. Put a doll in it. Nobody will know.
Look at that combined mode. That main big pick. Like,
Don't
look at the
say it.
proportions.
He's pretty skinny in the legs.
His upper chest
Knees.
is literally just a box.
Mm-hmm.
His knees.
What knees? They're just
He's
hinges.
got no knees. He's like, I got Energon ghost knees.
What I also
My
think is
knees are
interesting
force
is
fields.
I also think that the feet are interesting because Breakdown is so far forward on the toe, and then Wild Rider is so far back. Like, what the hell is going on there? Why is his feet set at two different distances? And like, oh my God! Wait a second. So I click on the next picture, like the one where he's you're looking more at him dead on, which doesn't do him any favors at all. Makes him look worse. Are his feet totally different too? Like the left foot is totally different than the right foot?
I think it's just the angle.
I don't know. What's that sticking up off the back?
Can't see the other foot back though.
Yeah, I think that's the.
I
You
don't
can't
know.
see the back of the other foot.
I think it's just a tab of where that all connects into
Maybe
the trailer.
that's possible. It just looks totally different. I don't know.
He almost looks like a double amputee that got like fake lower legs.
Mm-hmm.
Is this just thighs?
Oh
and
my
then
God.
Rising Force
stick?
Wait a
Lieutenant
second.
Dan coming soon.
Is that Wild Rider's head poking out of the knee?
Where? Yeah, that's the back of his head.
His head just sitting there looking at the knee. He's like, this sucks, man.
Yeah.
I got the worst fucking view.
Breakdown's right next to him. Like, me
Shitty
too, bro.
ass knee.
Me too.
You're right, that's his head.
That's hysterically funny.
Trash.
So you're in on it. Okay. Next. Official news. 40th anniversary cartoony reissue of G1 Prime coming. Really? And people are going to buy this?
Yeah, they've removed the
But-
stripe from the trailer. Everyone needs to buy it. Like, dude, there's probably some kids out there who have this exact Prime because they took the stripe off. Yeah.
I can't, I get why they did the light gray stripe on the trailer, but come on with those screw holes. Really? You couldn't
Why do you
use something?
need them?
Come
No, because they
on.
were covered. They were covered by the stripe. You never knew they were there. You know?
Oh, God.
I
Until
get
the
it,
stripe
but
comes off, and then they're like, it'd be too
get
much
it,
to
but
make
put
four little
something
gray covers for this guy. No.
how
that's
about just
asking way
make a
too
gray
much.
sticker then?
No.
Problem solved. Now you have two paint apps that you don't have to worry about.
Uh-huh.
No one's opening this. At least not collectors. This is going to go on their Optimus box shelf.
Mhm.
I think this looks nice in some ways, and in other ways it looks like shit. Like the fact
It's
that they're
just
like,
G1 Prime. I mean,
hey, it's
I don't know.
cartoons, so there's no detail on the inside of the trailer. So here you go.
You don't
Just
want
a
chrome,
big
just unpainted
empty
plastic.
trailer.
Yep. All right. But it's not just G1 that's getting reissues, Rich.
It's not. What else?
Via Amazon Japan, we have our first set of official images of the new Takara Tomy Dramatic Captures Series Triple Takeover 3-pack. You got Astro Train, Starscream, and Blitzwing. G1 inspired redecos of Studio Series. Pre-orders are live for $114.
Mhm.
Scheduled for release next April.
That's a bargain, though. I mean, because I think Astro Train goes for like 80 by himself because he's a leader class toy, apparently, right? Like, so.
Isn't he a short leader class, though?
Oh, he's tiny.
He's a Voyager. He was one of the first ones they did where they're like, the main figure is a Voyager, and then here's some extra garbage that makes him quote unquote leader class.
Mhm.
It's just like that Earthrise Prime. He was a leader, but it's like a small Voyager, and then that shampoo bottle plastic trailer that's way too small.
Mhm.
So
And,
yeah, this is 2 liters and a Voyager.
I'll wait for my Flame Toy Starscream. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. But also, more G1 reissues that go together like peanut butter and orange juice. I love peanut butter and orange juice sandwiches.
Delicious.
Thanks to JB Hi-Fi, we have our first look at the retro G1 reissues of Bombshell, and Ramhorn. This 2-pack is colored based on the animation designs and not a straight G1 toy repaint. This will be a Walmart exclusive and should be available later this year. Bombshell is the last of the retro reissue Insecticons, and Ramhorn will be an excellent addition to your tape collection.
I friggin', you know what I thought long ago as I was like, what was one of the last things that Toys R Us reissued for G1? Oh, Insecticons and Blaster. Yeah, I would like to have some more of them, please.
Mm-hmm. You know, they've said before that a lot of the G1 molds are gone.
Yeah.
Destroyed, lost, whatever.
Yeah, I've heard that too. You know what I also have heard? KO companies seem to make all your G1 molds almost flawlessly. So fucking KO your own shit because you can. So.
Yeah.
And you can buy a 3D scanner now for home use, so I'm sure that the professional ones are much cheaper.
And it's like it's not even, you know, like when I say, like, you know, knock off your own design and stuff like that, like it's not even hard. Like, they're G1. I'm not asking you to recreate MP10, which you probably have the files for, but like has complex transformations. Like, half the shit is like fold down, fold, done, you know? I mean,
right.
it's
How
not complex.
could we remake this masterpiece of engineering?
Yeah,
it's
like
impossible.
Swoop, one of the ones that you've lost, or let's go with Wheeljack, right? So what do? You extend the front of the car, you fold that down, and I think his arms fold out from his back to the sides, and I think he's done.
Mm-hmm.
I think
they don't shrink; they just monkey arms.
Yeah,
and they're monkey arms, and they're real floppy.
And that's it. So don't tell me you can't don't even tell me that you couldn't recreate the mold if you wanted to, but the technology exists that you literally could just knock off the mold. You know, like, so I don't know.
You know, it is just what has absolutely no peer at all is KO-sen auto transforming Optimus Prime.
Oh
fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get this go with all of your official Robosen, Robert. You got to get the KO-sen.
This is the new statue that you can press the button on the pedestal, and Optimus Prime transforms automatically from alt mode to robot mode and vice versa. This item will be released in March, and pre-orders are $244.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't it look like a $244 toy? I mean, come on.
Hold on.
He doesn't do anything on his own except jankily transform. Do
we have a video?
Like shit in the modes. Yeah. There's a video.
Where's the video? Hold on. Why does
I think you have to look on like BBTS.
But it says Takara Tomy Karakuri statue.
Mm-hmm.
That's Flame Toys.
Well, if it's Flame Toys, it's shit. So it's legitimately
look at,
this whole thing moves on like this armature that like pulls his legs back, and then like it's so trash, and like the friggin' his blaster just sits on the side of the truck. It's so fucking stupid. Like, none of the joints are hidden even slightly. I'm like, are you kidding me with this price and this thing? Like, what the hell is this that you think that this is okay?
What's in the pedestal? Why is it so thick?
It's the whole motor to pull the armature that makes it work. That's exactly what it is. Let me see if I can find this. I saw the video and laughed my ass off at it.
So look at the third from the last picture, by the way, where it's the straight on view of the truck.
Right.
And see how it's all panely, like it's not snapped together? This looks like the part of the video where Bobby says, all right, close enough, I'll get him cleaned up, we'll take a look at him. You know, he's not snapped together. But no, this is
What's
it.
What's the license plate say?
Buyer's remorse.
Highway B4377? What does that even mean?
Code for
this is 7 months ago. Let me check here.
So weird. I wonder how much is this again?
$240.
You could probably find a used Robosen Prime flagship for a little more than that. I don't know.
Like, it doesn't even look good in any of the modes. The truck is awful looking. The wheels stick out past the sides of the truck.
Oh, why though?
Because you can't get this level of transformation with you know, a toy. You have to make these sacrifices. Right?
I sent a link in chat for the video. Okay. He doesn't even hold the gun. It's just bolted to his arm, and his fist is below where the gun it should
the video I saw. Okay.
I don't know why it's sideways, but there it is.
Whatever. It's sideways because you can't handle how amazing it is.
Hold on. Let's see this. Yes.
Can he walk? No. Can he roll around? No.
Does it talk?
No. Maybe.
Lights up. Chest lights up.
Oh my god. Part of the process, I never noticed it. So when you hit transform, the whole base spins.
Yeah.
So it's even if this is on the shelf, he doesn't just transform. You get to go and see him from all the angles from the back because that's what he's gonna do. I didn't even realize that until watching this video again. I thought that they were just panning it around him so you could see, but like no, the base actually has to rotate around to cause all this stuff to move.
To confuse you. It has a confetti in it that you have to refill, and it like shoots the confetti in your face.
Like how fucking lazy is this that the gun just sits on the side of this thing, and that was acceptable. Way to go, Hasbro. You know,
I'm trying to see it. It's like, yeah, it's just like on his forearm. He's not even holding the fucking gun.
Nope.
It would have been so cool if they could have come up with a way to have it so there's no gun, and then when he transforms, he pulls it out from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And
bends down and pulls it out from the giant dish that he's sitting on.
Yeah. It's such a weird decision to me. I just don't understand why they would go and do this.
Oh boy! All right, KO-sen is right. This is I'd rather buy that other piece of shit auto transforming Optimus, that just piece of garbage that they're going to be selling at Target.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That makes me wonder. Hold on. Now that you've said that, how's the Jada Toys one transform? That RC car.
I think it's so bad.
RC. I mean, it's got to be roughly the same as this, right?
It at least rolls.
Is that the one that I'm talking about? Is it the same one?
It's the one at Target and Walmart. Yep.
Let's see.
Where it's like your grandma pulls a GoBots move on you at Christmas. You tell you want a Robosen auto transforming Optimus Prime, and you get that fucking thing.
Oh, I found this. He's got lights. He's got a better looking truck. His robot mode maybe looks a little janky, but whatever. Here we go. That's all we needed to see. Here we go. It's like the same. Here. Except it's drastically less expensive and has a better looking truck mode. Robot mode,
I like the
questionable,
music.
but
I love how they invest in music.
Optimus Prime, I've returned.
Yes, Obi-Wan. He's so tubby. Oh, God.
But he can walk.
Can he?
Yeah, sort of.
Oh, the remote control is trash.
It is. It's like cheap knockoff RC car.
Oh my God, he can't walk. He rolls around stiff-legged.
Yep. But you know what?
He doesn't walk.
Yep. But you know what?
He's like on a Segway.
It takes a better shot at it than the statue thing. So.
Oh God. Yeah, I'd rather have that, honestly. But if your grandma's gonna buy that instead of Robosen.
Yeah, this thing's only like, I think I saw it at Walmart for like $60, I think. So, which is overpriced if you ask me, but it's way the hell better than KO Robosen. So.
All right. Well, you know what Takara is figuring out? Yeah. Look at Takara figuring out a masterpiece waist swivel. What figure is this that we're looking at? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
Oh.
It's God Bomber. MPG God Bomber, so Masterpiece God Bomber, to go with their Jinra.
Turd Bomber.
It's definitely a waist swivel.
Yeah.
Is it a good one?
Yep.
I don't know.
Is it an MP visit though? You know, MPG, right?
We don't really know.
Well, so
MP,
there is a
goddamn
picture
it.
out there of Jinra standing next to Rhinox and the repaint of Masterpiece Trailbreaker. And Jinra is about the size of an MP car. He is really tiny.
Wow.
Not the combined mode, not the full.
Yeah, we determined
Super
this like
Jinra.
the other week that this was the case, that it was really tiny. We were like, oh, he's not so bad, because we saw the him combined with the trailer, and then like, oh, him combined with the trailer is like MP10, like a little bit bigger than MP10.
Yeah,
Boy.
he's tiny. Let me see if I can find this
Boy.
picture again.
Waist swivel now with 100% more box set.
So they're releasing this as a box set too.
Oh,
So
okay.
because they're
Well, that's kinda
releasing,
cool.
yeah, they're releasing Jinra in two different ways. So I guess they're going to release him twice.
I'll get MPG, but man, it's Chug, man. It's Chug.
It really is.
It's Studio
really
Series
feels
level,
too
which is
small.
good.
It's
It's
Chug
good,
2.0.
but
What it is it's setting everybody up to make basically MP prices on Chug, and then they'll
Yeah.
go ahead and use less waffles and stuff on it. Like, this is old Chug, and get people all excited for it and forget that old Chug was like this.
but
So.
1,000 times cheaper.
Did I not
Oh,
send
God.
this?
It's okay. It's okay, Rich. We'll move it along. It's okay. Because there's 2 reveals for Transformers 1, Rich.
One of those 2 reveals.
Let's see. Transformers Day 2024. A new reveal and soon to be dropped for Transformers Day 2024. That's today, September 17th, is now officially
Hey.
Transformers Day. To celebrate what?
One may say it's accidentally fitting, if you know what I mean. So.
And to celebrate one of the items going live for pre-order then is Studio Series TF1 Bumblebee B127. This will have him in his upgraded form to match Optimus and Megatron in the line. And yes, he'll have his knife hands. Finally, retail is $24.99, which honestly, you know, if you don't get waffles, not a bad price, with a ship time of spring 2025. Read on for the reveal pics and info. Yay. All right.
Oh my god,
Why
that
does
is
this
a really
Bumblebee's head
tiny
look
Prime.
like-
He's not even
Yeah.
close to the size of that Trailbreaker.
Check out the chat, Robert.
Oh my
Check
god,
out the
he's honing in on MP Bumblebee size.
He's like MP car size. I mean,
I think he
MP.
might be, no, I guess okay, yeah, MP car, yeah, you're probably right there.
Yeah, MP Prime. That's obviously the Trailbreaker mold there. And MP Prime, MP44, MP10, is a little taller. Is probably up to where the top of the chrome guns are for Trailbreaker.
Yep, that's Chug scale, Bubba.
He's teeny.
It stinks.
It does.
I mean, for this price point on this B and RC, it's not our Elita 1. Is that Elita 1 or RC? Now I'm confused.
The leader one.
It's Elita 1.
Elita 1.
Yeah,
They're not
Yeah.
bad. This isn't bad. In that range, $25? This is not bad.
Well, we're also looking at it in a vacuum. You don't really see how it compares to other figures or how big or how small it is.
You know who else is looking at it from a vacuum? Oscar.
Mhm.
The vacuum of
Because he's in
space.
space.
Oh, come on, man. Fucking JetBlue. I hate you, Boeing.
This is
Man,
true.
what a tiny little cockpit she has in alt mode. Who the fuck does she get? Is she a car for ants?
Mhm.
What is that?
What's
Could you just,
that?
like, swipe your debit card on her fucking windshield? What the fuck?
What's that?
I just
evil
thought she's
helmet?
like a Cybertronian motorcycle, basically.
What's the point of that little windshield?
Is it a
Well, bugs.
windshield or is it just a light?
It's just a light. It's a headlight to shine at the ceiling as she's driving, so you can see where she's
Exactly.
going.
So you shut up.
What's with the evil helmet that's on Bumblebee's chest?
Mm-hmm. Destroy.
It's like, that's his real soul. He's a piece of shit.
Man, look at the head. That Bumblebee's got the big double chin, like those pins.
I was just looking at those pins. These fuckers got to be tiny. These have to be tiny for those.
Oh my
pins
god, I didn't notice the big old pins in the legs.
I saw the Bumblebee
those are
at
rivets.
Walmart. He is pretty small.
Those are rivets. Those things are gonna pop off.
Bumblebee needed to go get surgery so he could stay in again. Lieutenant Bumblebee got no legs.
Yeah, it's pretty soon.
Look at all that toe articulation in that molded foot.
Tied to the ankle articulation for that molded nice
shin articulation.
I've just noticed that in the ankle is where they've hidden some of the waffles because it's a hollow ankle.
All right. Yeah, teeny tiny. Well, Galactic Trials gameplay trailer, great or trash? What is this? Galactic Trials? What are we talking about?
You're talking about some trash is what you're talking about.
Let's see, what the fuck is this? Galactic Trials. What is it, a racing game?
Something.
Developed by, via IGN and YouTube and Hasbro PR, we can share for you a new Transformers Galactic Trials official character gameplay trailer. Developed by Outright Games, which also worked on the Transformers Battlegrounds and Transformers Earthspark Expedition video games. The game will be available for PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch this October. Watch the new gameplay footage, check new key art and the full press release after the break, and then sound off your impressions. Okay, I'm going to check this out. Hold on. Welcome to Transformers Galactic Trials.
What is that an impression of? You should sound off about what that impression is.
Oh, wait a minute.
This looks like such hot garbage to me.
Wait, is this like League of Legends, though?
It's League of...
Yes, it is.
Everything.
All 11 characters? Okay, that's stupid, but...
Yeah, it's a racing game and like a League of Legends type game, I think, too. It's stupid.
I can't hear you. My ears are blasting with this terrible voiceover.
Yeah, well, it's stupid, so...
Okay, so is this like that third-person shooter version of League of Legends?
It's a lot of different things. It's got like a
Have you seen the game I'm talking about?
It's got like Transformers, Mario Kart. It's everything.
Yeah, but that's cool. If this is truly multiplayer in like an arena like that, that's fucking cool. Like we could all get together and play this shit if it's cross-platform. Do you think it will be?
No, I think they're going for the lowest hanging fruit, honestly.
That would be so cool.
Also, I will not be playing this. I'm sorry. It's not happening. I'm not wasting my money on this product.
The team-based, like, base. If it's like a thing where you got to destroy each other's base and it's two teams, I'm all for that. Like, yeah. I love that. Like, I'm addicted to Mobile Legends. I'm still playing it all the time. I actually am kind of interested in this because I like car racing games and I like team battle games. If that's like arena, I don't know. I might be, but 11 characters is bullshit. You have the content to pull from. You could have dozens of characters. Maybe there'll be updates with new characters. That would be really cool. That's what these games
I'm sure
do.
there will be updates.
Every month or two, there's a new hero.
They can charge you for it. Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, instead of diamonds, it's Energon. And people will tell you, oh, you got the G2 skin. Oh, you suck, rich boy. Nice fucking skin. You delete the game, uninstall. You suck. I love when people get mad at your nice fancy skin. All right. Missing Link, filling in more than just missing joints? Anyway, I'm buying that game for my birthday. I'm getting that Transformers game for my birthday.
That's such a stupid...
That's right at my
Let
house.
us know how it is.
I think that's so dumb. That's so dumb, Robert. But whatever. You do what you want with your money.
Whatever, man. If it was a spaceship game, you'd buy it.
I think the animation looks so trash. Just watching them walk on the ground, I'm like, I couldn't even bother syncing the foot animation to where it is as it's moving. It looks so bad.
You know what's trash? The only planet that you're qualified to mine off of in space because you suck.
That's a good. That's fine. So.
Nobody even bothers you, and that's why you always go to the trash planet mining copper wire.
That is true.
Takes 2 weeks to get enough fucking wire to make it worth selling. It was boring gameplay with Rich. Just make him go help you mine wire on the trash planet.
That's what we do.
Steal it from houses in space.
Uh-huh.
Your fucking character has a mullet. All right. Thanks to Soundwave's Oblivion website, we have a proper English translation of an interview with veteran Takara Tomy designer Hironori Kobayashi. Mr. Kobayashi was Missing Link development manager, and he shares some interesting information about the development of this amazing figure. Read on for some highlights of the interview. The concept's been kicking around since 2002. Kobayashi even had a prototype convoy made back then. It was just sticking joints onto an original G1 Optimus. Do you think? Really? Do you think that's what you did? The philosophy was to put the fun back into Transformers. A relaxing Transformer. A figure designed to be easy to play with and comforting for those who are weary of high-end complex toys.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very Japanese description. It's like, you ever watch like Iron Chef and they're making like fucking fish roe ice cream, and then the judge is like, oh, it's subtly sweet. And I love the nutty texture to the roe provides to the ice cream. He intends to broaden the scope of the Missing Link line to go beyond car robots and explore a wider variety of characters. Missing Link isn't just about adding more joints, as the name suggests. That's what they mean by Missing Link. I just got it. Missing joints. Did you guys know that?
Well, I think he goes on to explain what he means.
Mm-hmm.
It's a project.
Calm down, Robert.
Neither of you knew that. You were 2 years old when you knew that's what he meant too. As the name suggests, it's a project that you get from fucking mining junk planet. As the name suggests, it's a project. The fumes got to you. As the name suggests, it's a project designed to complete the unexplored aspects of Transformers. What you're seeing now represents only half of Missing Link. The true essence of the project lies ahead, and we are actively working on how to shape it. I wonder what they're gonna do. Probably a Unicron. A Unicron.
Let's go on to the next thing. Because
Keep going, Robert.
What's the next thing?
The next news.
Speaking of the Missing Link, Ryan, a real Missing Link from the G1 is finally getting released. Plus, that one super vain Autobot car. Let's see the rink. Redirecting. Okay, I just see a bunch of toys. Oh, you got Justin's favorite auto-converting Optimus Primes in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do we see? I don't know what I'm seeing, Rich. Okay, we've got RC. Hippotron. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, God. She's like 2-dimensional. This is like fucking Twilight Zone. Are you living in the 3rd dimension? Or is it the 2nd dimension? Oh, God.
I will say I'm okay with Hippotron just because it was supposed to be and never happened. So I'm okay with that.
Yes.
I
she's
think that's
fully
super
articulated.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
Well,
I hope she's fully articulated.
She will be. If you look at that translated block of text, this is a non-transforming figure right now.
Okay, in 1986, a foam prototype was made, but unfortunately product development was halted and the product was never released. Based on the materials from that time, we were considering restoring it to the Missing Link series. The gray prototype exhibited alongside the original products this time also does not have a transformation mechanism. It is just a mock-up of the shape. We're currently working hard to implement a transformation mechanism reminiscent of that time and a movable opening joint that represents a missing stink. Stay tuned for the unprecedented restoration project, which could be called Transformer Archaeology. Oh, I like it a lot. So this isn't a transformed mode. This is just like a mock-up of what they hope they can make the robot mode look like.
Mm-hmm. I tossed it in our chat. So it's based off of the old unreleased G1 prototype.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, look at that.
So
Look at that.
I think this is cool. If this is the kind of stuff they're going to start doing in Missing Link, we might see something like that G1 Unicron come back.
Yep.
Tubby tummy.
That's why-
Tubby tummy.
That's why when you said that, I was like, well, keep going.
Take a
Cause,
look. Take a look,
yeah,
Robert.
we might.
Oh, and Sunstreaker. Okay, what's Sunstreaker? Is this a Missing Link
This
Sunstreaker?
G1.
Yes. Now, this is an actual prototype of a Missing Link
Mm.
Sunstreaker.
I like it a lot.
Mhm.
Or dare I say, I like it a lot. You know, this is giving me Wheeljack vibes too, Justin.
Sure.
Can I get a Wheeljack? I like this.
No, we probably won't get a wheeljack because we want the ball. We can't go and figure it out. We can
You know what would be
we
great?
can create parts and give them articulation, but we can't go ahead and figure out, things from a piece that had basically 16 pieces to his whole robot. So
You know what I want
I
to
want
know?
to see Takara just low key without saying anything, just KO some third party company's figure.
Yeah, they
just
can.
as- Just like, oh
Mhm.
look, here is Air Raid, and it's literally the Fans Toys Air Raid. They just like tweak some things.
and then undercut them.
Oh, absolutely, and released it as like MPG Firefly, or Air
with
Raid.
waffles. With waffles, though.
No. They release it almost identical. Just change a few things, slap an Autobot symbol on
shit.
there.
They don't have to change shit.
Yeah, but I mean, change it just a little bit. You know how some
way.
KO companies will tweak something just a little?
Mhm.
I think they could take that, and then it's like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do? Sue us?
No,
Gonna
I
send
would
us
just
a cease
copy
and
it.
desist?
Let them file a lawsuit, and then immediately file a counterclaim and just destroy the company. Because once
Yeah.
they file the lawsuit, they have attorneys who now can receive service on the company's behalf.
Mhm.
So that's actually a way to seek and destroy these companies. That's funny. Knock them off blatantly. Even like give them the third party name, and
Oh my
just like
God, that would be
copy them.
hilarious.
And then Fans Toys dares to sue, boom, counterclaim, and you can go after them. You can get jurisdiction over them by virtue of the attorneys. You have to serve them,
Mhm.
but you wouldn't know where to find them. Once you got service on them. But then again, no counterclaim. Can't remember how that
Well,
works.
if they sue, then wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you have their
you would
contact
just file a counterclaim. Yeah, no, a
Yeah.
counterclaim would just attach to a jurisdiction would attach when you're served as a defendant, and you counterclaim and you serve that on the attorneys, not them, and then boom, they're in, and you've got a counterclaim against them for knocking shit off and copyright infringement and the whole shebang. No, they could. Nobody would go after them. Or if they did, Hasbro could seek and destroy.
And every package, they should tweak the bio so that it's like, Fireflight is one of the Autobots who make up the giant Superion. Some of his friends know him as Jester, or some of his friends named him Jester. Or some of his friends
blatantly
named
clear
him
what they do.
Iceman.
Mhm.
Just literally put the third party name right in the bio as if to just a more of a blatant FU.
Yeah, Oscar.
That would actually be pretty interesting and fun.
Oscar is such a Fans Toys lover. He's up there in the space station right now, banging on the window, yelling at us like Matthew McConaughey at the end of that movie, telling us to shut the fuck up. We're giving Takara too many good ideas. No. All right. Legacy Bruticus coming. Bruticus. Legacy Bruticus. And they've got
Legacy
cartoons.
Brisket coming.
Legacy Brisket. I made dino ribs. It's the brisketed ribs. Okay, cartoons. They're just cartoons. Back in our 2025 Gen Prime listings, we had an entry for a deluxe swindle, and since then it has been debated which continuity he would be from. Today, it seems we may finally have our answer thanks to a new addition to the lineup from TFW's JT Prime 17. Okay, it's note on the waves there have been an adjustment. Vortex will be taking Swindle's original place in Wave 2 in the updated case assortments, it seems. Okay, he and Swindle are G1 incarnations, and the Bruticus will be joining Menasor, Superion, and Devastator and getting new combiner figures. Let us know what you think in the ongoing discussion thread. Okay. So what is it? Classics? Just Chug? Hello? Oh. I got fucking kicked out of the call for a second. Look, it's so boring. Don't put the note in, Rich! Fuck is Justin?
I'm sorry.
Stop masturbating to this.
No.
Okay.
Can't. Can't and won't.
Time for all Transformers fans to be triggered. What is it? What is it? What's going to trigger me? Transformers 40th anniversary special video by Studio click the link. Studio Trigger full reveal. What is this? Optimus and Megatron shaking hands.
So this is remember that lump of chicken that we talked about?
Optimus has no.
What?
Yeah, he does not remember the bump of chicken.
Oh yeah, I said it in chat too. There was that wonky colored Prime with like green legs and one orange arm and one blue arm, and it's called Bump of Chicken. Bump of Chicken Bass Optimus. Well, that's a band. They did another figure, I found out. I didn't realize. I forgot about this figure. They did another repaint before, and so they did this video. This video is actually really cool. It has stuff from all 40 years of Transformers.
Bump of chicken?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a cokehead who runs out of coke but needs to snort something.
Yeah,
so he takes a bump of some chicken. Like some KFC, like, you know, dust.
You got some of that, Colonel Sanders? Come on, man. I really need the Colonel Sanders.
All right. So it's a nice video.
The video
I need the special blend.
Get ready for a nap. It's PulseCon recap time. Oh, no. Is this like 50 slides?
We can blow through these.
No, we're not. Hold on a second.
Here's the thing.
Be toad.
Like,
why did you pulled a fucking Dreamstar, Rich?
I pulled a Dreamstar.
You pulled a Dreamstar. You waited till like the 5th fucking release to just hand us a wad of shit, but you didn't even give us any lube.
That's the next release. You get the lube. Duh.
You gotta stop at P. Diddy's house. How many times do I have to tell you this?
That's not that much stuff. Okay, so we've got.
It's not because half of these are reissues.
Well, I'll tell you what. This is dead on Rival. You know why? Cosmos.
Yeah, they reissued Cosmos, they reissued G2 Breakdown, they reissued Origin Bumblebee.
What's new? Let's go over what's new.
I guess this Wheeljack is Armada Wheeljack.
Which one is
Here's what's
Wheeljack?
funny.
Does he even look like Wheeljack? Where is he?
It looks like Sideswipe, and that's just a thing from Armada. Here's what's funny. So I actually had this.
What does Armada Sideswipe look like?
He looks like he's black.
See, I knew it. He's telling me it looks like Sideswipe. Meanwhile, it's not fucking Sideswipe.
It's Wheeljack. That's Armada. That's what he looked like in Armada, and he was called Wheeljack.
I'm gonna beat you with table legs. Get the fuck over here.
So what's funny is I actually had this stream up when it was live, up on a side monitor, and I was working, and the one guy said, yeah, that's Sideswipe mold. And then he said something like, love this mold. Got like 20 reuses out of this. And I'm like, wow. That's what you guys get excited about, clearly, is the fact that you made a mold and you got all these repaints and retools.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing that's funny about that, right? So he goes, they're talking about this, and he goes, no Minicon, of course, but that's because of part count. And then the other guy goes, yeah, that's Sideswipe mold, though. We got like 20 reuses out of it. I'm thinking, oh, so you've more than got your money out of the mold, and you couldn't spring for a Minicon?
Piece of shit Minicon
that you probably could use and repaint somewhere else along the way.
That the original $10 Armada Wheeljack came with, along with firing missiles and spring-loaded wings.
Mm-hmm.
So they had PulseCon, and all they did was show a bunch of shit they're reissuing and something they just.
None of this is new. None of it.
Why?
They showed.
My favorite thing about Hasbro designers is how overly proud of themselves they always seem to be in their videos.
Yes.
Like, I remember when they showed off like the Indiana Jones whip and all this, and they're like, "This is so much fun. This is amazing." I'm like, "It is garbage." And like, how can you look at that and be proud of the work you've done?
It's just made out of paper.
Is one of the funniest things.
Yeah.
Oh, and what's this? Optimus Prime MDLX Transformers 1. So that's 3-0. Yep.
Yeah. Again, nothing new. We've seen this before.
I am so glad 3-0 is just all over the place. Like, they're just all over the place. They don't have a lane anymore. And I'm so glad for it. I hope they fucking go under. I don't care. I hate them. I hate that company so bad. All right. All right, so that's about it. Let's see what else. Takara, once again, proving it does it better than Hasbro with their 40th anniversary event in Tokyo.
This is something we don't have to go through everything, but just click through some of this and look what this show they put on. I mean, they have masterpieces on display. They even have like prototype artwork. Some G1s. I mean, this is just these slides.
MP12T. Look at that. Going old school. Yeah. MP11A. Acid Storm. That was like a real needle, like a pin hitting your balloon for excitement of MP collecting. I remember that. When Acid Storm hit Toys R Us and Sunstorm, and then you get the reissue of Prowl for $60, and you're like, oh no, why am I feeling so tired?
What is picture 76 actually a picture of?
Jesus Christ, you're at 76. God damn,
yeah, I'm
man.
not just scrolling. I don't need to see anything specific.
They had a big Optimus Prime bust on display. This was like a whole display.
No.
Like a whole
76. There's
I'm looking at.
Is there a second 76?
Those are G1 toys.
Oh, wait. What?
76 is G1 toys for some reason.
Oh, these do repeat. The numbers are wonky. They're weird.
Yeah, there's a 76 that's like a paper Unicron with a beach ball.
Oh, it's a
Dreamcatcher.
It's a Dreamcatcher Unicron with like an inflatable Death Star in the middle.
Oh, there must be a third 76 because this 76 is blaster and cassettes and mini bots.
I'm looking at the Unicron Dreamcatcher, the cardboard Unicron Dreamcatcher.
What
now,
is this?
there's a prototype Unicron in one of the pictures, and that's the one from.
It's number 76.
I don't see that one. I'm scrolling up from the bottom now. Let's see.
It's the 6th 76. Okay, I don't think we're gonna be able to make heads or tails out of this, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, look at photo 76. Look at that. What do you see in that one?
I mean, they've got G1 stuff in here too.
Yeah, that actually is 70. The first 76 I looked at was a table of G1 toys.
Why?
76.
So when you go from the bottom, because I was gonna try to see how far at the bottom. Why do they have like the blue and yellow wind chargers, and they have them listed as a Robo Car Camaro? He's not a Camaro.
The world will never know.
Yeah,
we need to abandon
the,
ship on these slides
Brazilian
because
ones?
that's
those
God,
are the
that's
South American ones.
What is the
massive.
Hold on. Wait. Going from the end, look at 97. What the fuck is that thing?
Which 97 is it?
Go
Which
to the very end and go back to
97?
97. It's literally two back from the end. What
So
is
what's
that?
what?
That
The
little,
guy on the right.
turbo.
Yeah.
Oh my
that's
God.
that's the car track. The electric slot car track.
Okay. The slot
You
car.
could buy the
Justin
cars
likes it.
separately too,
Forgot.
Justin
Yeah.
likes this.
and they glow in the dark, and
They glue in the dark
they glue in the dark.
when they're broken.
And then- Yeah. I'm trying to find. There's a prototype Unicron in here too. That's from Beast Wars Neo. That everybody got excited about, and they're like, "Yeah, we're not going to release it." There's so many pictures. It's just
Number 76.
it's 76.
It's actually 77.
Probably is. There's all different primes.
I love the
2019,
prototype
2011,
pictures,
2003.
Yeah, prototype pictures. I'm down with that. It's cool.
and even like the artwork. Like here's the concept sketch. The hell is this Unicron? I just saw him.
Dreamcatcher?
I don't even know which one you're talking about.
I think it actually is a 76. It's one of
Oh,
the
you're talking
76s.
about that
The
the one that's got the shit hanging off of it, and it's got an Autobot symbol that says the movie.
It's a Dreamcatcher.
An inflatable Unicron in there.
Yeah, it's like an inflatable ball with Unicron pieces on it, and then cardboard and Ultra Magnus hanging and Rodimus, I think. Why? The world may never know.
I mean, there's some really cool stuff in here, and again, this is, I think, the love that Takara shows. Takara's like, look, here's some actual G1 product, and here's some, design sketches from stuff we never released, and Hasbro's like, hey guys, here's G2 breakdown reissue from the Legacy line.
We got many molds. We got so many figures out of this mold. All right, let's move it on. We're gonna move it along.
All right, what's next?
Massive 300+ page drop from Flint Dill's personal binders available on the Sunbow Marvel Archive. Okay, we're not gonna go through 300 pages, are we, Rich?
No. But
Rich?
I think this is
page 1.
All right, let's go. Let's go through them. Oh, Rich, what are you doing to me? This is cool art, man.
This is something I think everybody should go browse through.
I love this. I really do love this.
It
gives me those kid feels when when I used to try to draw the figures, draw from the TV, draw the cartoon, but this is like the OG shit. This is like the Bible of your sketching. Like, imagine being a kid and having this and copying it or tracing it,
Yeah. One thing that's interesting about this is, do you see the fourth picture? It's one of the, what is that, Repugnus? One of the monster bots there?
Yeah.
What's cool about this sketch is they never appeared in the cartoon in the U.S. They were in Headmasters, but they weren't in any of the U.S. stuff. But there was a commercial that was animated with the monster bots in the U.S. Pretty sure that's where this comes from. That's cool. So, even this is a character model that we never saw. He might have been in Rebirth, the original draft of Rebirth, which was 5 episodes, but they had to trim it down to 3. But anyway.
This is so cool. I love this.
There's 333 pages, all brand new.
Wow.
Up there.
Well.
And it all came directly from Flint Dilly. But cool stuff.
To end our news, we'll end it with a question. What do you store your boxes in? How about some Transformers storage containers? Not a bad idea if it fits your. Oh, just boxes? It's just for boxes?
Well, what's weird about these to me is they're those storage boxes that collapse.
Mm-hmm. What if you collapse it with your figures in it? Crunch.
Honey, I think I fucked up.
What are you putting there?
I don't know. These are a little weird to me.
These are most definitely the type of thing that you put your important files around your office at work in, so people will take you as super credible.
I'm gonna come to court with my evidence in these boxes.
And then set them both down and be like, all right, let me just get. No, wait, it was in the Decepticon box, and then go over and open that one.
You gotta be real loud and obnoxious about it too.
50 liters. 50
when you
liters.
open it, 50 liters. How big is 50 liters? How many liters are in a gallon? Do you guys know?
3.8.
Okay, so
like 13 gallons. A little over 13.
That's not that big. It's not that small.
It's not very big.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand what you're supposed to use the box for.
That's what I thought was interesting about these and just kind of funny. It's like, it almost makes sense when you think about it. Like, oh, somebody's actually designing like storage bins to put your boxes in because they know collectors buy figures and keep the packaging. Not really. It's just, here's a couple storage bins that are kind of generic purpose and not all that helpful. Plus, they're like $50.
If they had hanging file rails and like hanging files, and like you could alphabetize them, and like they could just come with the alphabetized hanging file rails, and you could like just put your accessories for each figure based on the name, alphabetize it. That would be cool. Instructions, that would be cool. Alphabetized, like filing system. But I mean, ultimately, you're just gonna have a box that was full of bubble wrap figures. If you're storing figures and boxes, how many boxes? I guess a bunch of folded, collapsed boxes. Listen, if you're gonna collapse a box, you never
collapse
really
it for the recycle bin. Honestly,
yeah. Like, what are you doing?
That's what these are. They're recycle bins, foldable recycle bins.
All
so
right.
just for an idea, Amazon. I just did a quick search and clicked on the first thing. Amazon has a 2-pack of 50-liter collapsible storage bins, $48 shipped for 2. And these are $50 each, and I guarantee you they're not free shipping from whatever specialty place you have to order them. But you're paying for the brand, so
it's interesting. I'll give you that. It's interesting. Okay, with that, it's a wrap. Our show is concluded. Thank you for joining us on this journey, dear listener Ryan. Thank you for paying attention to us for another episode. If you have any listener questions, email them to us at hailunicroncast@gmail.com. We're not, because of me, we started late, so it's getting late already. Got to wake up early. But hopefully next show, we have some more listener questions. Maybe there are some in the bank. Pound some in, and maybe we can get Oscar to answer some from the space station. Might be a little time delay. I don't know what the delay is from the space station to here. Probably not much. It's just a satellite, basically. Anyway, email us your questions. Special shout-outs to Dust Mites for providing the beats for the theme song. We love Dust Mites. While we're at it, check out the Rama Collectors on Facebook. You know how to look up stuff on Facebook. You don't need the fucking link. Everyone who followed us from Shadowcast Uncut, we are truly grateful to each and every one of you for joining us on this journey. And with that, I bid you adieu.
Bye.
Good night.